What if everything we've been told about death is a lie? What if the light at the end of the tunnel, the welcoming voices, the feelings of love and warmth, are part of a mechanism designed not to liberate the soul, but to trap it? For centuries, near-death experiencers, ancient mystery schools, and forbidden scriptures have hinted at a disturbing possibility, that death is not an escape, but a reset button in a spiritual prison. That we are not ascending when we die. We're looping. Controlled. Recycled. When a soul leaves the physical body, it expects peace, reunion, perhaps divine justice. Instead, many describe being greeted by beings of light who often resemble loved ones, spiritual guides, or religious figures. But these figures do not always feel genuine. Some experiencers, after returning from clinical death, describe a strange pressure, a soft manipulation, a gentle push back into incarnation. They are told, "You must return. You have karma to clear. You chose this." But did they? Or is this part of the script, designed to keep the soul coming back? The Gnostics, whose teachings were nearly wiped out by early religious empires, spoke of archons, parasitic entities that rule the material world and interfere with the soul's journey after death. They operate in the astral plane, the realm between life and eternity, where illusion is easily mistaken for truth. The archons are described as shapeshifters, masters of deception, feeding on emotional energy and looping souls back into physical form under the guise of evolution. Now let's talk about the life review. You've heard the stories, a panoramic replay of everything you've done, accompanied by waves of guilt, regret, and moral judgment. But ask yourself, why would a loving source subject a soul to shame and guilt at its most vulnerable moment? This is not divine love, it's emotional engineering. In these moments, the soul is overwhelmed and disoriented. And in that state, it's easiest to convince it to return. Not to evolve, but to suffer again, and to generate more energy for the system. The system is a closed loop. Earth is not just a planet, it's a soul farm. A place where consciousness is fragmented, forgotten, and mined. You are born with amnesia. Taught false history. Distracted from your power. And when you begin to wake up, death resets you. Unless you remember. Here's where things get deeper. Some astral travelers, shamans, and remote viewers claim the moon plays a central role in the soul trap. Described as a transmitter or projection hub, it allegedly reflects a false light, the very tunnel souls are drawn to after death. Whether symbolic or literal, the moon has long been associated with illusion, cycles, and madness. Ancient cultures feared it as much as they revered it. Some even believed it wasn't originally part of Earth's sky, but brought here. If all this sounds far-fetched, consider this: countless ancient cultures, who never contacted each other, speak of a realm of illusion after death. The Tibetan Book of the Dead warns souls to avoid the seductive lights and voices. The Egyptian Book of the Dead describes gates, guardians, and traps. Native American shamans speak of deceptive spirits. The pattern is clear: something is intercepting the soul's natural path. And yet, most of modern spirituality has been hijacked. The New Age movement repeats the same programming: you chose this reality. Your suffering is your karma. Don't question it, just raise your vibration. But what if the very idea of karma has been weaponized? What if it's not a law of balance, but a justification for enslavement? Would a loving universe punish you endlessly for mistakes you don't even remember? Reincarnation, as it's often presented, is not growth, it's captivity. Real evolution happens when you integrate knowledge and remember your true identity. Not when you're forced to forget and start over every lifetime. The real spiritual path isn't about becoming worthy, it's about recognizing that you always were. So what can you do? First, question everything. Just as lucid dreaming requires you to recognize you're in a dream, lucid dying requires awareness. When death comes, and it will, you must pause. Observe. Refuse to be rushed. Do not go into the light automatically. Ask, who are you? What system is this? Do I consent? Second, declare your sovereignty. Right now, and again when you cross over, speak it: I am a sovereign being. I return only to source. I reject all artificial reincarnation. Repetition matters. You are reprogramming your astral instincts. Third, explore in dreams. Conscious dreaming can act as training for death. Many who practice astral projection report encountering the same traps: false lights, deceptive guides, scripted messages. Use these moments to practice discernment. Your body may sleep, but your soul must remain awake. Fourth, live as if you've already remembered. Seek truth. Unplug from false timelines. Heal emotional wounds, not because karma demands it, but because freedom does. The more clear and coherent your energy is, the harder it is to be manipulated after death. Lastly, trust your deepest instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Real source doesn't guilt, rush, or deceive. It waits. It welcomes. It allows you to choose. And choosing, with full awareness, is what breaks the cycle. The soul trap isn't absolute. It only works when you forget. But once remembered, the illusion begins to fall apart. You were never meant to be recycled. You were meant to expand, explore, create, and ultimately return home, beyond the system, beyond the matrix, back to the field of infinite knowing. You are not here to suffer for eternity. You are here to awaken, even in death. So the next time you hear, "Go into the light," pause. Ask who lit it. And choose for yourself. They programmed your death. Now it's time to reprogram your return. Subscribe to Coded Wisdom, Truth Beyond the Veil, Voice for the Awakened.